Hi, I'm Kelly Wickens. I'm the event director for Challenging Events, and this is your video briefing for Romsey 5. So hopefully you would have received or read the event information. You can find it in a number of places. So you can head to romsey5.co.uk and go on the news section to download a copy. You can go to my.challenging.events and you can see a copy of the event information there. Or there's a copy in the Facebook event. So do have a little read, and I'm going to cover quite a lot of the information in that document now. So put your headphones in, have a listen if you don't like reading, like me. So the waiting list is now closed. It sold out weeks ago, so congratulations, well done you guys. Thank you very much for your support. You can do a transfer to a friend up until Friday before the event, but you are responsible for making sure your friend gets the bib number, and you must do the transfer online by going to my.challenging.events. It's an absolute no-no that you run on somebody else's number. If that happens, then you get disqualified. It's really dangerous. It's just a no-no because we don't know who that runner would be should anything untoward happen. So please make sure that if you're going to transfer your number, do it by heading to my.challenging.events. So let's have a brief overview. It's Sunday, the 26th of January. Hopefully that's in your diary. It's 5 miles. I know some people have got confused in the past thinking it was a 5K, and then when they hit 5K, they get a nice surprise that they had the extra 3K to go. And the venue is Broadlands, absolutely stunning, beautiful Broadlands estate, steeped in history. It's where Princess Diana and Prince Charles had their honeymoon. But anyway, we're so super grateful and lucky to be able to have our fun at Broadlands. The race HQ, should you need to go there, is Crossfield Hall. It's the village hall, literally opposite Broadlands. You can park there. There's other places to park in Romsey. Just make sure that you check parking times and costs and things like that. So just make sure you're super prepared. So if you need to go to race HQ, that will be open before the event. So the reason why you need to go there is you could accidentally forget your number. If you accidentally forget your number, it's £5 to have your number replaced. You might want to go there to drop your keys in because you don't want to run with your car keys. So we offer a key drop service at Race HQ. So you can go in, hand your car keys in, we put it in an envelope, we seal it, we write your bib number on the envelope and give you a security wristband with a matching number. So we'll look after your keys, and at the end you can then show your wristband and get your keys back. We ask for £1 donation for key drop, and all of the proceeds from that go to our 2 chosen charities. So that's where Race HQ is. There's a couple of toilets there. There's changing facilities as well, should you wish to use them. The main venue is obviously over at Broadlands. We're going to have a ton of portaloos there as well. So we all know that pre-race nerves trip to the loo that you need to do, but there will be plenty. So make sure you plan your day well. You need to be ready to go on the start line at 10 to 9. So 8:50, you need to be in that starting pen. And when you're lining up for a race, it's really difficult to know where to position yourself. We will have some big boards with some suggested finish times. So if you try and find one of those boards and think, oh, I'm going to finish it in 40 minutes, I'll stand here, or I'm going to finish it in 50 minutes, I'll stand here. It's best to try and position yourself correctly on the start line, because it can cause congestion if you're in the wrong place. So do position yourself on that start line where you think's right. So the course is flat, mainly all on tarmac. There's an out and back bit that's on slight gravel. So we would like you to keep to the right because it's laps. So you do 2 of the smaller laps and then you finish with the long out and back larger lap. So always keep right. We'll have some bicycles out there. They will be with the front runners, so please listen to them. They have whistles, and they'll just be shouting, "Excuse me, other runner coming through. Just excuse me." So if you can hear a whistle or somebody calling other runner coming through, then just move to the side and let that other runner through. If you're running with a buggy, just position yourself where you think you're going to finish, and just be aware what's going on around you, and make sure everything is super safe. So that's the course. Other things to watch out for on the course: it is tarmac, but there might be the odd, divot in the road, so do go careful with it being unsteady under your feet. There are 2 cattle grids. We will cover the cattle grids with wood. It can be slippy if it's raining, so just go careful with those cattle grids. There'll be marshals out on the course, so do listen to those marshals. There is 1 drink stop that you can get to on the 3rd lap. Be water in cups, and the cups are plastic, but we collect them and we recycle them, and the water big containers are all reusable, so you can get a drink out on the course. No headphones. The event is under the UKA rules, and the rules are no headphones, and if it's a closed road, which this is, it is up to the event director, and we have decided no headphones because it's lapped and you'll get people running past other people. The course can get congested and you might not be able to hear the person behind you, or more importantly, you might not be able to hear the medic trying to get to an emergency. So no headphones at all. You may wear the bone conducting headphones. They're the ones that don't sit in the ears, they sit just in front of the ear, so your ear is fully open and you can hear what's going on. So those headphones are okay only. If you're seen wearing the ones that go in the ear or like completely cover your ear, the marshal will first of all ask you to remove them. If you don't remove them, then you'll be asked to leave the race, or we will give you a disqualification. So it's just not worth it. Not only is it a risk for safety, but you don't get to enjoy the atmosphere and hear everybody cheering you on. So no headphones. So we've spoken about the course, we've kept right, we're not wearing our headphones, and we've had a drink. So those are the few main safety things to look out for Romsey 5. We're going to talk about the finish line now. So this is one thing that we've been noticing a lot with big races, in particular running races, and you might have noticed, it might have happened to you at some point, is that the chip number is now integrated into your running bib. So your big number, it'll be on the back, it'll be stuck on in foam. Make sure you don't tamper with it, don't pull it off, don't put pins through it or things like that, because that's your time in it. We all want to run for a time. But what we've also noticed is that a lot of people will get to the start line and then they start their watch like this. Oh, I might as well do it on my watch. They start their watch like that and then they start running. When you've put your watch like that to start it, you've covered up your bib, and inside that bib is the chip, and the chips are read by, we have satellite radars on the sides and we have a mat underneath. But because you've covered your bib up when you started, the chip reader might not pick you up. You go and do your race, and then at the finish line you get another picture of you finishing like this, stopping your watch. Although you might have stopped your watch and got a fantastic time for Strava, unfortunately your bib again might have been covered, so we might miss you coming over the line. So it's really important that you either just start your watch before you hit those mat readers, or after, or I don't know, start your watch like this, something like that, and then we will make sure that we pick you up, because it's going to be chip times. There's 1,000 of you running, so it will take you some time to get across the start. So it's really important we don't miss picking you up at the start. And like all of our triathlons, our finish line rule is you can't finish crossing the line, stopping your watch. Come on, they make rubbish pictures. We need you finishing with your arms in the air shouting, "Yeah, I did it," or, you know, a really good finish pose. and then stop your watch. Don't worry about Strava. Once it uploads, you can always put your time plus 10 seconds because I've got an awesome finish photo. So just bear that in mind when you're starting and finishing. And when you finish, we will make sure that you get your wonderful medal. You will also get your finishers t-shirt. So we've got all of the sizing orders in. So keep going through the finish line. Somebody will hand you your medal, and then you keep walking. You'll have a drink that won't be in a plastic bottle, because we're committed, like we said, to helping reduce our impact on the environment. So you will get a water, not in plastic, and you'll get some other freebies as you go through the finish line. They won't be in a bag. We don't have goodie bags. They definitely won't be in a plastic bag. So we have lots of lovely people handing them out to you for you to take home. And keep going, and then you'll get to the t-shirts. So whatever size you ordered will be on your bib, and then we'll give you your t-shirt, tick you off, and you are done. And hopefully you've had a wonderful run. So the results will be online, so on romsey5.co.uk by 6 o'clock in the evening. We'll put them in the Facebook event, and you'll get an email with your time as well. Any queries, make sure you email in. The email address is in the event information. We don't always pick up Facebook notifications, because as you can imagine, Facebook notifications pop up all the time, and we can't always notice that they're there. So if you've got anything wrong with your times, please email us. Make sure you email rather than put a Facebook notification, because we don't always get them. And that also includes, don't send us Facebook messages, because we don't always get notifications that there are messages in the inbox either. And we have to physically go in and check them, which is quite difficult when you're packing away at an event, coming back to the lockup and unloading it all, and then to realise that you've got some Facebook messages. So do use email. Those that are going to come and win it, brilliant. We will do prize giving after the third female has finished for overall 1, 2, 3, and age group winners in every 10-year age group, all the way up to 80+, because we've got some wonderful people that have been running a very, very long time and are experts at it now. Age group winners will be sent in the post. And the reason why we've done that is because over the past few years, we've had some issues with age group categories. Some people put their dates of birth in slightly wrong, so the wrong age group winners have been notified on the race day. And also it takes time for us to go through all the data and make sure the age groups are all right, so it just delays presentation. So by the time we've got to presentation, most people have gone home, and it doesn't create a very good atmosphere, or people have hung around for ages. So we decided to do 1, 2, 3 as soon as we can, and age groupers, you will definitely get your trophies to be posted in the post, and we would love to see pictures of you with your trophies when they arrive. So that's all I've got to say, other than have a really, really good race, and we will see you on the 26th.